Hey, John here, and I want to record a quick example of how to be the most effective in your email. This is a rough video I wanted to get out there for the people that needed it. I'll be recording a more highly produced video this weekend, but click this gear icon up in the top right-hand corner. Before we do anything, we need to set up your Gmail properly. Trust me on this and follow and do as I say. But what we're going to do is restore Gmail to all the default settings. So in the density and the inbox type and the reading pane, you're going to say no split, default, and default. So everything should just be how it originally is. Then click on see all settings. There's this unread first, important first setup that will tempt you and make you feel effective, but I promise it doesn't work. When you go to the advanced or the all settings, you're going to click on inbox. And then you're going to turn on all of these different categories: social, promotions, updates, forums. Again, we can actually change this as well, but we're going to turn all of these on for now. You're going to save the changes, and then you're going to go to advanced, and then you're going to turn on auto advance and save the changes. I'll make sense what those changes did here in a moment. Now what we're going to do is archive all the older emails. Trust me, we're going to be like, this is going to be inbox debt forgiveness day. So decide what date you want to go back to. So for me, it's February 19th. Anything before February 19th, I want to archive those emails. Actually, I'm going to go ahead of that. I'm going to say everything from February 23rd and older. I just want things from February 23rd and newer. So first start a search. Type in inbox. So you're saying in inbox. These are all the emails in your inbox, all the emails that are not archived. There might be thousands of them. And then we want to decide which ones to leave in here. So choose the anytime option. It'll drop down. Do a custom range. The end date is the oldest email you want in your inbox. So I'm going to go and I'm going to say February 23rd is the oldest, and there's no start date. So any email older than February 23rd, we want to get rid of. And then hit apply. Now, once you have this search set up properly, in the top left-hand corner, you're going to select all emails. This selected every email on this page, which is only like 100 emails, but there are thousands in my inbox. So if I go over here to the blue part of the conversation, I can say select all conversations that match this search. And that selected all of them, whether they're on this page or not. And then I'm just going to hit archive. This is going to mass archive all of those emails. They're not deleted, they're still searchable. Now if I go back to my inbox view, you'll see that my inbox is now caught up to only the emails from the last few weeks. And this is what your inbox should look like each morning. Only the emails that have come in overnight. And I want to talk about different email workflows, because there's a few things you can do besides archiving if you want an example of how to deal with emails. Some people say, oh, you know what? I don't have to archive emails because I just mark emails as unread when I'm done with them. So I just click on them like this, and then I just mark them unread. Now, unread workflows feel productive, but they take a lot of mental energy. When I open my inbox, I'm going to look for the unread messages and decide which ones I need to respond to. It's almost like putting emails or letters back in an envelope and sealing them to make sure that you get back to them later. It doesn't give you much information. Your mind is going to read the subject line, it's going to read the sender field, and it's going to say, okay, this email can wait, this email needs to go today, this email I truly haven't read, and it's going to make those decisions in the background. The reason your mind can't turn this off is because anything your mind interprets as ambiguity, it turns into anxiety. So it wants clarity. So 5 or 6 unread emails, your mind is going to constantly be rereading them subconsciously. Some people say, oh, well, I just star things I need to get back to. It does the same exact thing. It looks at the stars and says, did you already do this? Do you need to unstar it? Do you need to get back to this today or some other day? Are you done with this? And if you go to your starred folder, it's almost like a second inbox. There are all these ones you forgot to star, all the ones that are still needing to get done. So star doesn't solve that problem either. Well, some people think, aha, this is where I use labels. I label things I need to get back to, I label things I need to read, and I label things that I'm waiting on a response. Besides being a lot of work to apply labels to every email and decide where it goes, you then have to unlabel those emails And each label becomes like a third in 3 different inboxes. You have to go into each of those and keep them clean. Here's what I recommend instead. Now that you've cleared out your backlog and your inbox is almost caught up, you can now manually triage your inbox each morning. It feels like a manual process, but I promise you it's much quicker than actually rereading emails over and over again subconsciously. So when I come in the morning and there's 9 emails in my inbox, let's say these are the 9 that came in overnight, I'm going to triage these. Now, a few things. I want to show you the secret menu inside of Gmail. If I hit J, it jumps me down the inbox view. If I hit K, it kicks me back up. So I can go up and down from emails just like this. If I open an email and hit J, it jumps me down to the next email in the inbox. So J and K are up and down, but with your hands in the typing position. If you hit E when you're on an email, it empties your inbox or it archives it. So E is a shortcut for archiving. And if you hit B, as in book a time, you can book a time for that email to come back to you or set a reminder. So let me show you what this looks like. I open my first email. It's a notification from Lego. I actually want this email, so I'm going to leave it in my inbox to get to later today. During this triage, I'm going to resist the temptation to reply. I'm just going to leave this in my inbox and move down to the next email. And it's the letter J to jump down. So just think J for today. I come to this email and I'm done with it, so I just hit E for empty and it archives that email. This email, E for empty, and it archives the email. E for empty, and it archives the email. Now this email, I want to get back to some other day, so I'm going to hit B as in book a time, choose another day. That email will leave my inbox and come back at that set time. Resist the temptation to snooze or set reminders for the same day. If you need to get back to an email today, just leave it in the inbox. But if it requires action further out than today, then set a reminder so your mind doesn't have to see it. So E, I'm done with this, I'm done with this, and then look at that. Those 9 emails just got turned into the 1 email I actually need to respond to today. My past actions are archived using the E for empty. My future actions are set to reminders using the B for book a time, and then the J for today emails, those are the ones that are here. Once you catch up on your inbox, you can do this for 45 seconds to a minute in the morning before you start responding to your emails. It's going to feel almost like an arcade game. Now, the typical Gmail setup doesn't allow you to do this. If you were to hit E for empty, it would kick you back to your inbox view and ruin your flow. But now you can just hit E, B, J, J, B, E, E, B, J. It feels like you're playing Pac-Man. And then when you hit the bottom of the inbox, the only emails there are the ones you need to get to today. So give this a try. Reach back out to me. Tell me your thoughts. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to film a more in-depth video with better visuals later this week, but wanted to get this out here.